Hello there, my name is Violeta. Hello, my beautiful angel starseeds and dreamers. Today's message is a direct channel that came to me through a series of walks because that's how spirit talks to me when I'm walking around and I'm seeing things that are messages, basically. So, today's message is for you. Whenever you're watching this, and also if it resonates. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit, just take what resonates. So the message today is face your feelings. Listen, I know recently it's been hard and everything has been a storm of emotion, and it's been good and bad and good and bad. And the thing is that after a bad period, after something that hurts us, you tend to, like defend yourself, right? And you do it by all means necessary. You put up shields, you repress, you deny, you get angry, you do all sorts of things that, protect you from from feeling the hurt, from feeling the pain, right? The thing is that whatever you're doing right now, Spirit is saying that you're really not facing it, not facing the whole scope of it. Maybe you're facing some of it, but not all of it. And you should allow yourself to feel it. I know it's scary. I know it sucks, but it's necessary for healing. Earlier when I was trying to take off my scarf, I just kind of was pulling at it and it was just suffocating me. And I feel like that was the situation you were in. You were suffocated, but now you're suffocated by all the feelings inside that you're pushing down. You need to purge it. I know, but in case you haven't yet, you need to purge it. Take it out of your body, get it out of your system, just so that you can feel lighter. And recently there were these clouds yesterday that were like the really dense kind of clouds that were like, I feel like you've been through such a dense period of time emotionally recently that it's been hard, but there were also these kind of like lighter, happier clouds, if that makes sense, that were interspersed. So remember that your journey is not just the dense clouds where you sometimes can get stuck or can, throw you off balance, but also the light kind that's coming. I'm hearing that the lighter clouds are coming. You're not going to go through the dense emotions forever. This is just that kind of period of time where you needed to work out some things that you didn't work out before. And this is where the specificness of the message comes. And it's that you need to look behind you. Okay, so imagine your parents behind you, right? And their parents behind them, and their parents behind them. Basically, this whole chain of ancestors, right? And they all carried something heavy. And each child took on some of that burden for their parents without realizing, right? And so you've taken a little bit of both sides and of both genders, if that makes sense. So basically you've taken a little bit of your mother's burden, your father's burden, your grandparents' burdens. And there's some kind of parallel between the two kins that I'm hearing is like, there's a common element. You need to see the common element and see how it see okay, this is a little bit confusing. see how it works in your life. I know you've been working on ancestral cycles and breaking them, and that's great, but I feel like you're not addressing something that's on the other side or on both sides, or something like there are multiple cycles in your ancestry that work, that come from both sides in similar or different ways, but it's about kind of untangling those knots of what you've taken from which side and from which parent, and what you're reenacting in your life. It's probably something that you've forgotten. It's not that you're not aware of it, but you probably forgot about it because you were so hyper focused on one of those ancestral generational cycles. You know, you were so focused on breaking that you forgot something else that is equally important for you to tackle right now, because I'm hearing that's the next one. I'm hearing that's the next one, and it's going to confirmation verb, and it's going to help you with your career, your finances, your blessings, your abundance. So whatever you tackled was your emotional fulfillment, what you tackled so far, it makes you a whole person, if that makes sense. It makes you more confident, bigger, more, right? More yourself, basically. You're finally a complete person, like we've talked in previous videos. But what you failed to see, and actually you haven't failed to see it, you're just meant to see it now, is that there's another burden from the other side, from your other parent, or from the other gender of the lines. Like everything intersects in similar kind of cycles, because everyone kind of looks for the perfect person who would fit the cycle, right? And so in order for you to find your perfect match, your healthy partner, you need to break all the cycles that are stopping you from finding the right person, because as it is, you might still be a little bit stuck in a cycle that's going to make you attract the wrong people, if that makes sense. I still think you're attracting the right people too. It's just that your brain is sort of sorting everything out and trying to figure out what you really want in love. That's the thing. You've been thinking about what you really want in love, right? And you know exactly what you want. You've been giving yourself this kind of love, and it's beautiful, and you're breaking cycles that are like detaching you from people who are not right for you. But in order to find the right person for you, you need to break this, you need to reveal this kind of last thing. And also for, it's going to help you for your career. So everything is kind of intertwined. Career and love. Okay, I'm hearing the things that held you back in your career, in your love life, are kind of similar if you really, really untangle them. If you really, really look at them with a microscope and analyze them and just go to the core of them, they're kind of similar. And you've been suffering in both, um, in both areas because of a similar core wound, I'm hearing. And also a different one. Okay, anyway, just Spirit is reminding you to look at your generational history, your ancestors, the burdens that they've been carrying, and the parts that you've taken on without meaning to. Okay? That's really important going forward in your on your journey, on your healing journey and growth journey. And yeah, I'm so proud of you for all the work you've done, for all the healing you've done. You're amazing. I just remember that you've made so much progress, and this is just the next step. and you're going to figure it out if you haven't already. If you haven't if you haven't started on that already, and I'm just late to the to the show. But yeah, and was there anything else? I'm trying to remember. There was the scarf, there was the clouds, there was the ancestry thing, and was there something with birds? I feel like there's always something with birds, because birds appear to me everywhere and all the time and every day, and like they bring me messages, but I don't think this time it was with birds. No, I think it was those three things. And yeah, that's the message today. I hope it helps you. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know what you figured out. If you want to share in the comments below, leave your favorite emoji if you want, like to let me know that you reached this point. That would make me smile. And yeah, oh, by the way, I'm sorry, it just kind of got a little bit lighter and I was a little bit in shadow before, and I'm sorry about that, but I think I'm gonna leave it because I don't want to do the whole thing all over again. I feel like a more natural delivery is more important to 1111 as I'm saying this. A more natural delivery is more important than me trying to be perfect and like, doing it over when it's just not gonna be the same thing. And honestly, maybe that's another part of the message, like not trying to be perfect, not trying to be perfect, but just going with the flow and seeing what develops naturally. And I did remember another part of the message. It was something about facing your feelings, not repressing them, facing all of your feelings. And what are we going to do with all this love? There was some kind of, maybe that's another message, but let's just include it here. What are we going to do with all this love? There was all this love, now there's nothing. What are we going to do with it? Like what are we going to do with the space where it was? I don't think I'm supposed to elaborate on that. I think I'm just going to leave it to you to sort it out, and let me know if that makes sense, okay? And yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all those good things, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Love you.